right, welcome to Faith Avenue right here, and this is your brother Minster Cage. I'm so excited today because today I want us to do something different. Of course, we are on your celebrities, so we've brought several celebrities around, and we just gonna interact with them at a personal level based on depending on what things they're doing right about now. Okay, so before we kickstart, just allow me play this song for you, done by Mwansa. Yes, answer all the way from Copperbelt.
Jesus for life.
I am Mafio Kwete, Timpela Yombe, Tata Mayo, Wendume Wenkashi. Mueve fiel a la soba. Amano ye pela, wiluba nensila, Yahweh eka, e ansayo we. Amano ye pela, pamulandu nechito, God is by your side, just take time, kneel down, talk to him. Answer one mafia yung saya. Answer one mafia yung saya. Answer one mafia yung saya. Ngana lule shoku noku ifinkunka imwe imisowa ni all over. Umutima waikatwa no mwenso amepusho ya fula mumutwe. Nikuisa tulepela Yesu eka Yesu ewishime. Answer one mafia yung saya.
Great song right there by Mwansa. I love, what sometimes these people you refer to as upcoming artists. For me, they're just a new breed, of course. They're not really upcoming artists. I love the song, I love the video by Mansa right there. Yes, a answer. Jesus is the answer. And right about now, I have the man of God. He is right here in the house with us. And this is no other than Pastor Dio. Hi, man of God.
You should have said the upcoming.
The upcoming bish. I know the
musician.
upcoming. I know upcoming bish.
Oh, upcoming
you are the next bish in town. Talk to me. How have you been?
I've been, good, and I'm excited to be on this particular
Wow.
program.
I know, right?
I should have been here sometime.
Sometime back, but it
But,
kept dragging.
God's time is the best. I
Indeed,
guess. I've been
indeed.
good, and yes, it's always a joy to be on set with a vibrant man like you, and QTV always
I'm
doing,
humbled.
an awesome work in, reaching out to the people out there. Like you've heard, my name's, of course, I was born Leonard Kakungu, but my fans, family, and friends have
Okay.
made me just, be called Leo. So I'm Leo.
Tell me, why Leo? Why Leo?
Well, of course, when you spell the word Leonard, obviously, the first three letters is Leo.
Okay.
By the way, Leonard means strong like a lion. So Leo is
That's
lion.
who you are. That's your character.
That's me. That's my character.
All right.
So I think, I don't know whether people felt lazy or whatever it was. I think it just sounded a little easier and fancy for them to
Yeah,
just
but
call
it
me
is.
Leo.
I
So-
love it that way, Leo.
Yeah, so-
It's so unique.
Yeah, so I'm just Leo.
But then, in my intro, I said the upcoming Bish. Who
Yes.
is Bish to you? We know the only Bish in town. Bishop Edmlenga.
He's my spiritual father, he's my mentor, he's my life coach. I mean, literally, I've learned whatever I do. Most of the things, ministry-wise.
You also speak like him, as he,
Well,
imparted some.
I get that a lot,
Okay.
apparently, but even before we could have that physical interaction, I think most people did associate me with him. But
Okay.
It's only gotten, I don't know whether it's better or intense.
Okay.
After, I've served, staying with him in a home for over a year.
Oh, yeah.
And literally, serving him almost on a daily basis.
I remember you shared that on occasion, the case,
You know
the
what I'm
time when
saying?
he's
Exactly.
living room.
So somehow, I don't know, some stuff has wrapped up.
Oh, yeah.
And otherwise, that's just what it is.
Today, I want us to run real quick because we only have 10 minutes with you.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, who is Leo when we're talking about music?
Most definitely, and I know that's really what we will emphasize, on that side of me. Well, I usually brand myself as, consistent, original, passionate, and anointed. Hashtag Copa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Hashtag
that's-
Copa?
Yes.
Why?
The C, the O, the P, and the A. That's what makes it Copa.
Okay.
In describing what
Or
really
consistency?
original, passionate,
Passionate?
and anointed.
My goodness.
So that's really what I do.
You are so artistic about everything. Just check the writings on your t-shirt.
Yes, that's really our brand.
Okay.
That's Leo and the New Dawn Band, and that's the musical side of me. I began singing while I was, quite young, but after I gave my life to the Lord Jesus Christ, then the gift grew even more, and I realized this is more than just singing. It could be used actually to touch lives and transform, people's lives out there. So I've been singing for a number of
I was
years.
actually coming to that. Tell me, what is music to you?
Music is my life. If you take away any other thing, work related, the only thing that I'll be left doing is singing, because I breathe music, I talk music, I live music. My language is music. So that's what music means to me. Music for me is an everyday agenda. It's beyond just, gathering a crowd for myself. That's me. I live in music.
Wow. I'm loving it. So now tell me, at what point did you realize, music was who you are?
Obviously, growing up in a musical family, we would sit around the sitting room, sing together as a family, and
The
do
choir
that.
family thing.
That thing. You know what I'm saying? But then that was just something that I thought was just basic. Sang in the Sunday school choir. But fast forward, when I was in my high school days, I think then I began to realize this is more than just me singing.
Okay.
It was part of a group that we called Triple L. you know, because all of us, our names started with L.
Ah,
and
okay.
Of course, sang in
Okay.
the school choir. And then during that transitioning of my high school days, I began to realize that there's something more than, you know, just the singing. I dreamt, you know, seeing people healed while I'm singing, and I realized that every time I stood up to lead people in worship, God would move in a mighty way. And from then onwards, I realized this is something I must not take, you know, literally. This is my life. This is my call.
All right. You wake up one morning, and then a thought drops in your heart.
Yes, sir.
You need to do music.
Yes.
What were you looking at that new dawn?
Thank you very much, and I really appreciate for asking me that question. New Dawn really speaks of revival. So the other word, really, the synonym for New Dawn is revival.
Okay.
Because I've heard, you know, whether it's Bishop speaking about the fact that God is going to use, you know, music, the worship, you know, in this end time revival that we are about to experience in the world today. There must be, you know, music or worshipers going before.
Okay.
So we are the ones that are going to usher in
Okay.
this end time revival. So I believe God also selected me among many, because this is not just about me.
Okay.
So in my thought, I realized there is, you know, a part that I need to play in ushering in this revival that we're about to experience in these end times.
All right.
And that is where New Dawn was birthed.
All right.
It speaks of a new page, a new slate. And in the words of David in Psalms, he says, I wait for you, Lord, more than a watchman waits for the morning.
Wow.
Sunshine. So
The dawn.
the dawn.
Okay.
And that is what we're trying to emphasize in this particular project.
The New Dawn, is it the title track of the album, or maybe it's a track in the album?
Very important question, my brother and friend. New Dawn, first of all, New Dawn is the title of the album. The whole album is called New Dawn.
New Dawn.
And apparently God led me to also form a band
Okay.
that I'm actually calling New Dawn Band.
Okay,
Because this
okay.
is just beyond my first album. I mean, I have this New Dawn Band. My second born daughter, born almost at the same time when I was, you know, announcing this,
All right.
is New Dawn, only that we call her in Hebrew as Kaya.
My
Spelled as
goodness.
Chayah. So she's
All
a
right.
reminder of this kind of season that God has brought me into. I'm just here to announce revival. So that's what New Dawn is all about.
So do we have a specific song called New
no
Dawn?
specific song called New Dawn in the album.
All right.
But when you listen to it very carefully, I try as much as possible to bring out the message of the New Dawn in the songs.
All right.
You know, some songs you just hear lines like, there's a new dawn. Some songs you hear like, I hear revival. It's a new dawn. So you keep hearing that, and the songs were arranged in so much, you know, in a way that they point to this same direction, that surely there's a new dawn.
All right. Talking about this video that you've released, tell me
Yes.
about the name.
The song is titled Nalimitemwa, and in a nutshell, those of you that are watching, and you know, the great man here, the professor. I mean, I'm just finishing school.
Okay.
Gap year, about to transition to university. I find a job opening at Intercontinental Hotel. When I'm just about to report, I receive a call from my elder sister that you have to go and take care of one of the youngest boys of your other elder sister in Mufurila. There's nobody to take care of him because the mother is going to college. And so I get confused, and fast forward, I jump on this bus, very annoyed, very upset. I get to Mufurila, and guess what? The Lord begins to drop this song titled Nalimitemwa.
How long ago was that?
Oh, that's some pretty, I mean, that's 2003, 2004. 2004 to be precise.
You've been singing this song alone and listening to yourself from
You know,
that time up
from
until
that
now.
time until now. So in that song, I'm trying to emphasize that, look, Lord, I'm upset. I don't even know how you allowed this situation to happen, but I just want you to know that I love you anyhow. You know, and the lesson there, therefore, is that God's love doesn't choose the place or the time. You might be in Kalingalinga, Kabulonga, his love is sure
All
and
right.
steadfast.
Tell me, of all the songs that you have in your album, why Nalimitemwa for a video? The first video, for that matter. You know, the first cut is always the deepest. Tell me.
Nalimitemwa, well, it's short. To
Very
start
short.
with.
I was actually coming to that.
Very short, and the paradox really is that it has got three, verses, if you like, but yet it's a short, song. So I'm telling my story briefly, in that particular song. And of course, I needed something a bit upbeat because I wanted people to jive and jump around to that. And I wanted to emphasize the fact that sometimes you just you must learn to tell God, I love you.
I'm beginning to feel we need much more time than what we
Trust
have now.
me, you gotta get me back here.
Tell me, what are you up to?
Right now, we are, of course, taking, the album out there. We are singing at conferences. We are singing at, in churches. We're just taking the music out there, attending to interviews like we're doing right now. And next year, we're having something big with my sister and friend, my busa Deborah Mambo.
Okay.
Something is cooking up.
Wow.
We want to just
I can only imagine.
Join forces together.
We can't wait.
Yeah, so we'll give you the details a little later, but please be on the lookout for that particular, great concert. It will be a highlight of 2020. But in the meantime, we keep, transforming people's lives.
Look in the camera and give us your closing remarks under 30 seconds.
30 seconds it is. I want to say thank you for, joining us on this particular interview. Once again, my name's Leo. And if you are looking out for us, go to our Facebook page, Leo and the New Dawn Band. All the details of where our music is are going to be right there. You can as well visit, any of our other handles on social media and just be, a part of what God is doing. Our message is very simple. It's very clear. All we are saying is that we are all about revival. We are here to transform people's lives through music.
Oh, yeah. Nalimitemwa is the video we're talking about. Just check it out. Okay.
Yeah, wanting to do something, you admire others doing it. Since you can do it, let me try to do what others are doing. That's the most thing that moved me.
Okay.
Yeah, to join choir, Sunday school choir by that time. Yeah, so there isn't much to say.
Okay.
Yeah, on that one. At
that time around, who was inspiring you in terms of music?
That was my mom.
She sings as well?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Not like nothing to do with like professional musicians?
No, just in the choir.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now tell me, after you joined, what next?
Nah, I just continued singing in the choir. That's all. I remember when I was in grade 7, at the age of 12, I joined the team called DMK in Copperbelt.
The usual DMK, we know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I started rehearsing with them. Yeah, that's how now I got inspired to say, okay, there is the recording thing. And
Okay.
Because I never knew to say, okay, people, what they do when it comes to music is recording, going to the studio. So the DMKs introduced me to the studio.
Let's delve into that a little bit. Yeah. How was it? How was your experience, working with this celebrated team here in Zambia?
No, it was quite awesome, I would say, because they really inspired me a lot. I admired the work they were doing, and the team itself. It was there was too much unity in them. Yeah, in the sense that I also had fallen into it. Okay. Yeah, to move with them.
All right.
But at the end of the day, I just found myself out of it due to school.
Okay. I wanted to check because we don't live in stone and ten here. Wanted to check what caused the leaving. Tell me, is this your debut album? Do you have an album to yourself?
No, I'm still recording. It's not yet out.
How many songs have you worked on so far?
5 songs.
5.
Yeah.
Of the 5 songs, why this particular song, Yahweh?
Yahweh, it's a song that came to me one night in my dreams.
Okay.
Yes. And it rang to me to say, it's you I want, God, it's you I love, God, because God did a lot for me in my life. in my childhood
Okay.
life. God really worked out things for me.
Mm.
So the only thing that I would say to God is Nalimitemo Yahweh. You see, because no matter what I do in life or I passed through all things, God still remembered me, and
Okay.
God still put me out from all the difficulties of my life. So for Him to give me an opportunity to live and to have me, to have my being, you know. So He just said, God, I love you,
Wow.
Yahweh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about other 4 songs that you've worked on.
Okay.
Run me through the titles.
Okay. There is Yesu Mbwenzi. Yahweh is the first.
Yesu
Mbwenzi.
Mbwenzi or
Mbwenzi.
Mbwenzi.
Yesu Mbwenzi.
What language is that?
That's Nyanja.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Whatever. Okay. It sounds like Lingala and stuff. Okay.
No. Yesu Mbwenzi. There is Okendauka. Yeah. Okendauka. You move around in the world.
What tribe are you, Chanda?
Ambemba.
Ukendauka.
Yes.
Okay.
Ukanaka.
Ukanaka.
Yeah.
Do you speak Bemba?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's go on. The third one?
The third one is Yahweh. The one
Let's do this. What are you talking about in Yesu Mbwenzi?
Yesu Mbwenzi is a track which talks about God is a friend of sinners.
Okay.
No matter how much you can sin,
Okay.
God is going to be there for you.
I feel like talking to me no matter how much I can sin as Minister Cage.
Yeah, God will still be there for you. As long as you run back to Him.
Okay.
Yes, He will still say, my child, come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, He's a God who sees people in any situations.
Then-
I may be a drunkard today,
Okay.
but when I just go back to God today to say, my Lord, forgive me, I'm a sinner, He will still call you, my child, I'm here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember Romans chapter 5 verse 8. The Bible reads, He commended His love towards us,
Yeah.
even when we were yet sinners, before we knew Him.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Ukendauka.
Ukendauka.
Ukendauka ukanaka.
Yeah.
Uzachita zungulira Zambia.
Usidiza yonse. Yeah. So it's a track which speaks about a person who's doing different kinds of things. Yeah. No matter how much
Like trying a lot of things, being adventurous.
Yeah, some not really, but more like in being in a sin.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me
Okay.
say, yeah. You are a drunkard, right? But in that drunkenness that you are doing, that you, in that sinful nature that you are,
You are in.
yes, you will never find anything good in that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's the track.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Then the third one.
The third one is Yahweh. The one I've
See?
the video. Yahweh.
Yahweh. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Then there is also Nikulimwe. Yes.
What about Kuliena?
Kulimwe Kondeli Lila. I can go through a lot of difficulties, but the only place and the only one I can run to is God.
Who inspires you of the Zambian folks in terms of music?
A Christian.
Christian.
Yes.
Wow. What's so unique about her? In your own words.
Christine is my inspiration when it comes to stage performance.
Okay.
Yes, I love what she brings out. You know, she's always of herself. She brings out her inner being.
Okay.
Yes, whenever she's on the stage.
Mm.
Yeah, and when it comes to singing, whenever she's singing, I love that smile on her face.
Wow.
In
Do
that
you wear the
smile-
same smile?
I usually do that.
Okay, great.
Almost all the time. when
Almost all
I'm-
the time.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, who are you working with on this project?
I'm working.
Are you
with-
featuring some renowned artists, or you just maybe working with people that are just coming from the ground? Or maybe it's full of yourself, since you like singing when you're bathing.
No, I'm featuring a lot of people from my church.
Okay.
And the upcoming per se. Yeah, there is my friend Naomi who helps me in the backing and
Okay.
I'm recording. And my praise team also, they are
Okay.
working with me. Yes. Apart from that, my producer also helps me out.
He sings as well.
Yes, he's a singer.
My
a very
goodness.
Good singer.
Oh, okay. I love the part of him being a good singer. I was wondering. All right.
Yeah.
Because my producer angavile nyimbo ngavekabuna ati, can I also chip in?
No.
Okay.
I think he was born with it.
All right.
Yeah.
Which producer is this?
That's S-Man.
Okay.
Yeah. S-Man.
I know him.
Okay.
All right.
That's wonderful.
So tell me, when do we expect, this video, the entire project to be done and released?
Let's say December this year.
Okay.
Yeah. December this year, something will come up. Especially.
Are you still composing songs, or maybe you just waiting to have them recorded, or maybe you can let us in terms of the titles of the songs that are forthcoming?
No, the songs are already there.
Okay.
It's just the recording which is remaining.
Mhm.
Yes. So the 3 remaining songs, there is.
So you have 8 songs
yes,
together. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
The titles of the remaining songs?
The title of the remaining songs, there is Ganalole Shamaluba. Yeah.
Yale Balula. Okay.
Yeah. There is also
Blossoming. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. There is also a Tonga song. Yeah.
Aduti.
Gamwola.
Tutiani.
Yeah. Segere Tonse.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Twalumba.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. There is also just forgotten, skipped my mind.
Yeah. It's normal.
Yeah, there's also Sengelela Pafupi.
Sengelela Pafupi.
Yes, na Yesu.
Is that Nyanja or Bemba song?
It's a mixture of Nyanja and Bemba.
Sengelela Pafupi.
Yes.
It's like in Nzaisa iwe ukaisa. All right. Sengelela Pafupi.
Yes.
So tell me, are we expecting probably new videos since you have 4 more songs already done? Are we expecting new videos apart from Yahweh?
Yes.
Which
More
ones?
videos
Like when?
coming. Planning to shoot something else apart from that. Despite me not choosing which song
Okay.
I would do the video for. Yes. So probably the beginning of 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is next year.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's been awesome having you right here on Your Celebrity with, your brother, Minister Cage, of course. I want you to look in the camera and just say your closing remarks under 30 seconds.
I just want to appreciate for the opportunity of having me here. Yes,
Always
Mr.
welcome.
Kechi, yes. And I also want to appreciate my fans who are out there. Thank you so much for your support. Without your support, I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be singing. Thank you so much. And I also want to appreciate God himself for giving me this wonderful life that I have today.
Great. So there you have it. That was, Catherine Chanda. And we'll leave you with a song entitled Yahweh. That's the video that we're talking about. And on the other side, you join Vincent with a great interview where he's just, interacting with Presley all the way from Copperbelt. We'll see you on the other side.
Nimwemweka natemwa Yahweh, nimwemweka natemwa Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh,
Hey there! What's up, Zambia? What's up, Africa? And what's up, world? Welcome to Us for Jesus. And Faith Avenue is really, 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 really happening. I really wish I started dancing if there was music playing in my ears right now, like pom, pom, pom. I'm telling you, things are happening, and we keep having, and team talent. Jesus. Let me not say much. I'm not alone in studio. I am with the man. You have seen him. You've watched some of his videos. We've actually played 2 of his videos, and the last one we played it last month. That's Heaven's Call. And he's here in studio. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Presley, my man, how you doing?
I'm super good, bro. I'm really happy to be here. Right now, I feel like a fat kid local. That's how happy I am to be here.
I am really hyped up. I'm so glad you're here. You just don't know how happy I am, man.
I feel so turned up right now.
Yeah, they should play some music, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, how have you been? How's everything moving, man?
Wow, I've been super good. I've been awesome, and God's grace is sufficient, and I'm here. Yeah, I've been good.
It's amazing. So, in case there's somebody that this is the first time they're seeing you, just kindly introduce yourself, like just a few words, to someone that doesn't know you.
Well, my name is Presley, and I'm a poet/rapper, though I'm more comfortable with poetry. If I need to rap, I really stretch myself, although enough people encourage me to rap, but I'm more on the poetry side. And even when I'm doing poetry at some point in my pieces, I sort of rap. So I'm a poet, I'm an artist like that. I'm simply a minister of the gospel who does it through art. Art is one of the ways I do it. So I'm from Kitwe, born and bred Kitwe.
Okay.
Kwacha to be specific.
Wow.
Yeah, so shout out to Kitwe. And I'm here in Lusaka, but Lusaka is slowly becoming my second home as well.
That's really good. We'll really be happy to hear that you've moved to Lusaka,
Enough people are saying that. Because Saturday, a few days back, we had a show at Mulongoshi Conference Center at Bittersweet, and there was somebody who was like, I never knew that you were from Kitwe until when calling you on stage, they mentioned that we have a brother all the way from Kitwe, everything like that. Yeah, but then again, I can balance. I can be from the Copper Belt, and can be from the Copper Belt. Then again, be from Lusaka. I can be from both places.
Okay. There's something that's really, that has really been on my mind from the time we met. We have a lot of artists out there that are preaching a message through their talent, but yours is somehow spectacular and totally different. You are a poet that speaks of grace. You are a poet that speaks of grace. Now, usually when we find such, it's among us preachers, you find there's a preacher of the law, and then now you are talking about now a poet of grace. That's rare talent out there. It's rare.
Wow.
So tell me about it. What even made you resort to that? Because most of the poets you find, they're talking about you repent or you are going to hell. You know what
I get you.
So yes, what really preempted you to say, okay, I should be a poet of grace? Why grace?
First of all, let me say we praise God and glory to Jesus.
Amen.
That's what He's doing. And firstly, this is how I define myself. I simply define myself as a broken crayon that still colors, because I'm in the hands of a perfect Creator.
Amen.
And what that simply expresses for me, I feel, that definition, that's how I simply define myself. For me, it expresses to say, I'm gracefully broken in the hands of Jesus, because I was, for lack of better terms, I would say I'm one of those people that society had deemed to say is past salvation. Is past salvation. If you even listen to my piece, Broken Crayon Still Color, you hear highlights of my life story. That poem is entirely about me. So, for me, the gospel is simply grace. The death, burial and resurrection of Jesus Christ. That's what the gospel is all about. And all those wrapped together, that's what grace is. There's no other gospel apart from grace. Paul says it in Galatians, I don't know if it's chapter 1 or chapter 2, he talks about that, where he says, cursed be a man who preaches anything other than we've preached. So there's no other gospel than grace. So
Amen.
My challenge, my motivation is, if I was the worst of the worst and Jesus transformed me by His grace, entirely by His grace, who are you that He cannot transform you? So that my life, my art is influenced by my life story. And when I talk about Jesus, when I talk about grace, this is real stuff that I live. It's real to me. When I'm sharing Jesus with you, it's the Jesus that I'm even with right now as I'm talking.
That's really important. I really love that you've talked about something that has really touched me, saying you preach about your life. coming to the album, which is titled "This Is Me," which has a lot of brilliant pieces.
Wow.
A lot of brilliant pieces, of which one we did I think in last month episode, Heaven's Call, which is a really amazing piece. There's something that you've said. We're coming to this. This album is talking about you. Okay, you are preaching you, and I remember the preachers that I've heard that's saying, sometimes the best sermon is a testimony that someone has just lived, talking about their entire life. That's the best sermon. And looking at This Is Me, that's the message you are preaching. So I want you to tell us about This Is Me, your album, This Is Me.
So actually, it's an EP.
Okay.
And it's literally me saying this is me from two angles. The first one is the first time God gave me the concept for the EP. I was in a season where I was more like in a transition from a season where I had backslidden, enough things were going sideways, and I think to some extent I was bitter towards God and everything like that. I know most people wouldn't admit that, but I was there. Like enough things were just going sideways. So I was transitioning to a season where I was just surrendering to God and saying, okay, let me surrender to you, revive me and restore me by your grace, and let me be who you, as much as things are not going the way I pictured them to be, but let me just surrender to you, because that's the only way I'll get back to where I'm supposed to be. So that's when he gave me the concept to say, literally saying, this is me putting myself in the light. And even if you pay attention to the cover photo of the EP, I'm seated in between lights. That's me literally putting myself in the light. And I'm showing with this EP, I'm showing 7 or 8 projects that show every aspect of me. And all those put together, they show who I am. Like even areas people that don't get to see because we are not together 24/7, 365. I reveal those. I just reveal those, and in hopes that somebody will relate and God will reach out to somebody using that. Amen. Then the second aspect is me being an artist right now, me talking to you the way I'm talking to you. The same way God parted the Red Sea for Moses. How miraculous that is. That's the same way me talking to you right now is a miracle. Amen. If you look at my life story, me being here is like entirely a miracle. So actually I didn't even desire to be an artist. I would say God literally, though there were things in my past that I would say I can trace to say, oh, God was using that and that maybe. I didn't see it, but he was leading it to here. But he literally just pushed me into this. It's not something I desired. I can't even explain how I've become this poet that is even sitting on Faith Avenue right now. But God made it happen. He literally pushed me into this. So the time I was doing the EP, it's also me saying, okay, I'm fully just accepting this calling, and I believe this is God's purpose. I'm a minister of the gospel. I'm an evangelist. I'm supposed to preach grace, and one of the ways I'm going to do it is through art. So it's me revealing the whole me, like entirely me. I'm saying this is me, then it's me saying I'm accepting this calling, and I'm going to do this because Jesus has called me to do this for his glory and for his kingdom.
So let's talk about your new video.
Wow. Yes. The title project of the EP, This Is Me. First of all, let me say shout out to Truth Entertainment, shout out to Emmanuel, the guy that features on there. He's amazingly talented. So actually that project wouldn't have made it on the EP because I was having a conversation. I wanted to just do 7 projects. And I was having a conversation with a friend, and he was like, how many projects is your EP going to have? I was like, 7. And he was like, give it a bonus project. I was like, bonus project. Then I was like, okay, I think we'll give it. Though it's an EP, EPs don't necessarily need to have a title project, but we'll give it a title project. So I called up Emmanuel because we became friends as a result of performing and shows like within Kitwe. So I called him to say, bro, you remember I told you about I'm working on an EP and the concept is ABCD, and he was like, I want us to do the title project together. So he was like, okay, tomorrow come over. So I went to his place. I remember it was in the afternoons, and he has a keyboard. So we discussed the concept, and I re-explained the theme of the EP. And from there, he just started writing the chorus that you will hear in the piece. He wrote. And by the time I was getting home, it was more like just us as friends and brothers just having fun and doing what we love, what comes naturally. So by the time I got home, I went to WhatsApp and I found that he had sent me a voice note. And I started listening. He had recorded the chorus. So I was home in my bedroom and just trying to write those 2 verses that are in the project. And so before we knew it, we were in the studio. And after some time, we shot the video, and the video on social media so far, it's going viral, and it's amazing that the the testimonies I'm getting, like in my inbox. Oh my God, God is amazing. Like, I'm overwhelmed, bro. I'm not just saying this because I'm TV. I'm overwhelmed. If only we had enough time, I share some of the stories. Like, somebody would just say, it takes me to that place where I face myself. Like, I just look at myself and say, who am I really? Like, not the image that I portray to the people around me or to the public, but who am I when it's just me and God and nobody's looking? And it's just encouraging people to embrace who they are in Jesus' eyes, or find their identity in Christ. So it's amazing. The testimonies keep coming, and we praise God and glory to Jesus.
All glory goes to God. So tell me, we have, of course, your EP is just recently been released.
Yeah.
So any upcoming concerts, any places where to see you while you're still in Lusaka, or whilst again in Kitwe, or if you have any upcoming concerts?
One of the major platforms I really push for, or that one of the major platforms that really brings me to Lusaka, is Bittersweet.
Oh, okay.
So the next Bittersweet show will be probably a month or two from now. So I'll probably be quiet concerning Bittersweet for now.
Okay.
And but there are enough people talking about inviting me for shows when they have shows, and I have no problem. For me, it's worth it. You can just pick up a phone call, say, Presley, we have a show, we want you to come minister. And I'm sure if God convicts you to call me, you even provide finances for me to travel. So I'll probably leave you on my way. It's worth it for me. It's really worth it. So any show that comes up, I'll be in Lusaka. But a few days from now, I'll be going back to Kitwe, push a few things, and we might shoot another video from the EP projects. So yeah. Okay.
So just one final question. I would like you to just encourage someone out there that is watching. What would be your words if there is someone that is going through a dark time, and they're really facing tough challenges in their Christianity? They want to give up on Christianity. They don't think it's all worth it. The fight doesn't seem to bring them anything. What would be your words, just in a few words, to someone out there?
Wow, it's amazing, because first of all, let me say our Christian walk, or our Christian faith, shouldn't be based on feelings. Though sometimes we're tempted to base it on feelings. If salvation was based on feelings, I would have been saved 1,000 times, I'm just saying. But first of all, it's not based on feelings. Yes. God promises, or should I specify, Jesus promises that he will never leave us nor forsake us. Though sometimes you might feel like he has left or is no longer with you, but he will never leave nor forsake you. And always know that his grace is sufficient. And I want you to know that Jesus died for your past, present, and future sins, and he secured your eternity to live in the presence of God forever. So Jesus loves you. Jesus saved. I was the worst of the worst, and look at where I am right now. That's why I'm a broken crayon that still colors, because I'm in the hands of a perfect creator. That's why I'm even on Faith Avenue right now.
Amen. Brother man, I really thank you for coming.
I really appreciate it.
I am humbled, and I'm so happy. I hope we get to dance after this year.
We're getting it turned up.
All right, there you have it. That was Presley with me in the studio, and I'm sure you've heard from me. Now, if you get him from his album This Is Me, should really tell you something about yourself, about being a Christian. You see, the best you can always be is yourself. So I do not know what you're going through out there, but my encouragement to you is only God can see you through all your troubles and your problems. Now, listen, this is a new video from Presley that will be playing, titled This Is Me, from the EP This Is Me. I really hope it enjoys and touches your heart. Stay blessed.
Who are you? Yes, you. Who are you? When it's just you and God. Who are you? When no one is looking. Who are you? In your heart, in your mind. Who are you? In your eyes. Who are you? In the midst of your pain, your failure, your frustration, your depression, your mistakes, your struggles and doubts. Who are you? Because who you see yourself to be is who you really are. Image. A representation of the external form of a person or a thing. So what image are you portraying? Because if it's not the real you, then it's only yourself that you are betraying. Does the real you and the image that you portray match? Or is it to the standards, trends, and orders of the world that you match? Is it to the standards, trends, and orders of the world that you match?
This is me, I knew I can be. I won't change for anybody. So I fight to stay authentic. This is me,
projected image of me, not the expected version of me, not the world's definition of me. This is me, the real me. I give you my head, failure, frustration, pain, depression, mistakes, struggles, doubt, love, and passion as I surrender it all to Jesus Christ. I have hope because it's only in Him I trust. And I throw my emptiness, weakness, and brokenness into His power, greatness, and perfection as I step into and fully embrace my identity in His eyes. Because like I told you before, broken crayon still color. And if you can relate, please holler. I'm a broken crayon and I only color because I'm in the hands of a perfect creator. His name is Jesus Christ and He is our mediator. His name is Jesus Christ and He is our mediator.
This is me, I know I got me. I won't change for anybody. So I fight to stay authentic. This is me, I know I got me. Through mirrors I see clearly. Reflection stands, I am complete. The flashing lights cannot blind me. Oh.
Essence. Don't ever lose your essence, because your essence is your power, and your essence is who Jesus says you are.
This is me. When I look myself in the mirror, this is me. I like, poetry. What a great piece right there by Presley. Okay. I don't really know. We need to check. We need to find out from Presley whether this was a song or whether this is a poem. And we also need to, get the clear-cut difference as into what is poetry and what's really the difference. What a great interview right there, Vincent. Congratulations. Right about now, I have a great man of God in the house. Vamakambati, huge things are packaged in smaller containers. That's what I'm talking about. And this is no other than Patson Showers. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Talk about it. Showers. Patson Showers.
All right. First of all, I'm known by that name, Patson Showers. But then my real names are Patson Chomba.
So where did the shower, come from?
All right. I remember there was a time I was working with Uncle Sid Biocanto.
Okay.
Yeah, I was doing a project with him. By that time, I wasn't into that much music. I was just discovering myself.
Okay.
But then I had a song that was entitled "I Need the Showers of Blessings."
Showers?
Yeah, so
Okay.
along the recording part, he just loved the way the song was. It was a very good song because it was a danceable song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I even featured Philemon from the Malembe Malembe.
Okay.
Yeah. Along the recording, he loved the message because all I needed was the showers of blessings.
All right.
And then he began to call me like, whenever he sees me, it was like, showers.
Showers.
Showers, showers. And then...
Get it from me. I've really never known your surname. So at some point I was thinking your surname is Showers.
No.
And you know what it is? Traditionally, you don't play with surnames.
Yeah.
So I'm very much careful to call you Tumvula Tungono Showers. I would say, Ungambani na bantu bambiri bamene sozio. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So that's like your stage name.
Yeah, that's my stage name. And I made it like that to say, okay, what I need is the blessings of the Lord. And then everybody began to call me that name. I adopted that name, and it has been like that.
All right.
I'm just Patson Showers.
Patson Showers.
Yes.
What does Dad say when is Dad around?
I know.
Mom?
Mom is around. Dad. Dad, I think Dad died in that was 1998.
May so rest in peace. So,
Yeah.
what's like Mom's point of view in regards to you being Showers? Doesn't she go like, "My ungathenga banje zina eh? What has in our tate wako?"
No. Mom, she's a very good woman and very cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and she also calls me that
Showers.
at some point. Like,
Okay.
Patson Showers, because I love doing that. Whenever somebody calls me at home, like Patson, and then I have to put on that.
Or you go
name.
like Showers.
Yeah, Showers.
Okay.
I finish
Okay.
my name.
All
So-
right.
So Mom also would be like, at your Showers, such kind
Uh-huh.
of things. So, but then she's
With
gotten
time,
used
she's
to that.
gotten used to
Yeah,
it.
she's gotten used to that name, and she also calls me by that name, like Showers. And then,
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, Showers, tell me, when did you discover you could actually sing?
I discovered that I could sing way back in 2007.
What happened?
In 2006, I remember I was adopted at one orphanage. That was in 2006, Wonzi Orphanage
Okay.
in Chunga, right in Chunga.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was a Catholic before I went to that place. But then when I got to that place, I was introduced to a Pentecostal church.
Okay.
And then in 2007, I joined the Sunday school.
Okay.
Yeah. So we usually had those Sunday school services in church, whereby it's a Sunday and then the Sunday school are preaching and all that. So there was a day that I just tried out to do something, like during the rehearsal of the preparations. I tried to sing a song that was Kafawand by the Adonai.
Adonai. Kafawandi.
Yeah, that was.
Eti mumfirwe. Okay.
Yeah, I think I was just singing by myself. By then, my teacher heard me singing the song. She came to me and said, you can sing, but then you are very quiet, because I was quiet. I wasn't.
I think
talking
you're
to
usually
anybody.
quiet.
Yeah, I'm usually quiet, but smiling too much.
Oh, yeah, I know.
that. Yeah. Yeah. So as I was singing, she just came and said, that song is very beautiful. I want it to be a special song
Okay.
on that Sunday. Yeah. And then I remember I just rehearsed the same song with the kids. I just did that song. And then as that Sunday came, I stood in front of very big crowd. Yeah. As I was singing, I sang, and then I saw people crying, and then I was just a little kid. Yeah, the women were crying and all that. Then after that, in our...
Were you surprised as into why people, broke down?
Basically, I was surprised because I didn't know what was happening, because as to my part, I was just singing.
You're just
But then,
singing?
yeah.
And then the ministration was taking
Yeah,
place?
the ministration was taking place. Even when I was very young, I discovered that there was just something that I was meant to do.
Okay.
Yeah, and by at the age of 15, because in our church, they never used to allow like a Sunday school by 15 years, and then you're allowed into the praise team until until you reach 18.
What church are you with?
Right now, I'm at the Grace of God is Sufficient. That is with Pastor Joseph Mwansa.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember when I was 15, the praise leader just discovered that I was supposed to be in the praise team, and then he called me one Sunday and said, I need you to come.
And yet you were very young.
Yeah, I was very young.
You were below
I was
age.
15. Yeah,
Okay.
I was below age. I was 15. I joined the press team, and then I was the youngest in the press team.
Okay.
Well, I'm standing with big people. But I just had that experience that he taught me a lot. I discovered my calling.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just the way I discovered how I could.
So tell me, Showers, from the time that you discovered who you are, what has been the biggest platform that you've ever ministered on?
The biggest platform that have ministered on was, I remember there was the first biggest platform I ministered was Sydney the Captains concert.
Okay.
Yeah, that was when he was launching Avola, that song.
Where was it?
That was in Olympic, that's OITC.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the biggest platform I ministered on. I ministered and it was powerful. Then September 2015, I was called to minister during the True Vine Gospel Ministries launch. They were launching a church, and then I was among the people that were ministering. I was ministering with Ephraim, Mutamala Mwale, and Suwilanji. But then I was the main leading vocalist in the praise team that was organizing that event.
Okay.
Yeah, I ministered in front of these big people. Yeah, they were great men of God, Pastor Panji, Pastor Bruce Musidi. I ministered in front of those people. It made me just become who I'm becoming now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like you becoming who you're becoming now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Patson, tell me, I know, you know, in your career as a minister of the gospel, share with me your lowest moment in terms of administration.
My lowest moments have been where I attend a program, I go for a concert, and then I'm not called in time. Like, you know, you are on the poster, because I remember there was a time that I went for this concert, and then this guy was like, he was just bypassing me.
Okay.
People went to him to say, can't you see Patson? We came for this guy. Yeah, we want to hear him sing, but this guy just couldn't call me up in time. He was just bypassing.
Okay.
He could just say, no, okay, I'll call him. But then he goes, okay, I'll call him. So I got frustrated a bit that day. Like, I even thought not going to minister.
Okay.
But then I realized that there was just something that was behind that. I exercised my patience. I ministered, and I just ministered one song, but people began to say, no, we need you to go on and on. I said, no, I can't go on. Just like that, I ministered. But it hasn't just been on one program.
Okay.
Yeah, several programs. It has happened, but now I've realized that it's not, I just don't have to go for a program and want to be called, like Nafika Che, and then I want to go on stage and do my ministry. No, I have to exercise my patience. If I'm called in the morning, no problem, as long as I do what.
You ambokula. Now the thing is this, Patson. For some reasons, I'm not going to play your video so that we should leave people itching. But what I want you to do is to look in the camera and just do a cappella. Okay, of your favorite song, of course. Choose. You are at liberty to choose the song that you would want to, just for 30 seconds. Look in that camera.
All right.
Chifukwa ungazitinama. I know in my you know, na Ephraim na Chani na Tamula Mwale vonse vija. Stima funa boza. Just look in the camera.
All right. I'm just going to do one of a great song that I love most of the times.
Your song, of course.
You want me to do
your
one
song?
of my songs?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, one
this
of my
is what
songs.
do him, by.
I'll do an English one.
Okay.
Goes like, Father, you reign. Jesus, you reign. Lord, you reign forevermore. Father, you reign. Jesus, you reign. Lord, you reign forevermore. Okay, just like that.
Do your line. All right, so that was Patson. And Patson, I must say thank you so much for making it through to this path.
It's a great pleasure. It's a great pleasure, sir.
Amen. But I want you to work on your videos. Once your videos are ready, let us know. and I would want to collaborate with you, work with you on other programs as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Parts on Showers right here with your brother Mr. Cage, and this has been your celebrity. We'll see you when you see us. Shalom, shalom.